til. Ching chang ching, nu til dig. Omkring ham dale sneen hvid. Ching chang ching, nu til dig.
Welcome to This Week in Our Collective Heads. I'm Kevin.
I'm Patrick.
And this week we are talking about moms. Specifically moms in video games, because mostly we talk about video games.
Yeah, and it's Mother's Day.
It is Mother's Day.
So we'd like to talk about it. And I think that moms play an important part in a lot of stories in video games that some people may or may not realize when given that prompt, right? Mm-hmm. But there's so many moms. The first one that came into mind for me was for Pokemon.
Okay.
And the mom
that is a very supportive mom.
Yeah, very supportive mom, because you have a kid going off on it, basically like what, a 10-year-old kid saying,
yeah, he'll be fine.
I'm gonna get a pet, and I'm gonna fight other people with my pet, and I'm gonna go out into the world, literally the entire world, and travel without you. No cell phone.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, to be fair, she never leaves the house, so the kid can always contact her.
Yeah, I guess
always there.
Yeah, so I think there are a lot of cool moms. What are some of your favorites?
Well, actually, in looking at this, I guess I hadn't taken the time to really think about the lack of mom characters. Like they kind of seem to fall into a certain series of categories. Mm-hmm. But like you were talking about the mom in Pokemon is very similar to the mom in Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
She basically wakes Chrono up, sends him off, and says, you know, that friend Luca, she's looking for you. And you can bring other people back and introduce them to your mom and be like, hey, this is Marl, and she's like, you look like a princess, which nobody else caught on. But yeah, like a lot of times,
mother's intuition right there. So
right. But a lot of times they're just kind of there. They're not really fleshed out that well. But I really wanted to expand this a little bit to include mother figures, because this is Mother's Day, but there are also people who, both in real life and in video games, were mother figures, and they were the maternal influence on us. Mm-hmm. And so I would like to include those as well.
Sure.
And so with that, I'd like to bring up Wynn from Dragon Age Origins.
Yeah.
She's an older lady. She's a healer, and she's wonderful. Wynn is awesome. Yeah. She kicks butt, and like her role is one of protector, but she is also not afraid to get up in there and do what needs to be done. And whenever you're trying to push too far or too hard, she'll gently pull you back and say, all right, but let's all do this together and stuff like that. Yeah. So I really appreciated that figure.
I think that there are some moms that also, well, the other mom that popped into my mind, that's not a traditional mother figure, but it was a mom, is in Final Fantasy VII, and Jenova, and the mother, if you will, of Cloud and Sephiroth and all the clones. So it's not quite a mother, not a mother figure. They refer to the mother program and everything. Yeah. And I think that really tapped in emotionally with a lot of people, because Cloud and Sephiroth are both dealing with this realization, and how they the realization that they're of the part of them that's part ancient, and that they're clones, and all of this, that it deals with the who am I, where did I come from, and their mother figure being this entity, which I think is interesting. Another one that popped into my mind that I didn't see anybody talking about online is Mad Moxie. Yeah. Mad Moxie's a mom.
She is.
She's a MILF.
Very much so.
But she's a mom. I think that a lot of the mother, I think it shows that just because a character is a mom doesn't mean that they have to immediately throw on the apron and stay in the kitchen. Like the whole Pokemon thing, where it's like, I'm never leaving the house. Yeah. And Moxie's an example of that, where you have a fleshed out character who also is a mom. Yeah.
Going back to Jenova, there are also several like evil maternal figures, like System Shock 2 in particular, and then what was the Portal lady, scary Gladys? Yeah, is like the
kind of a mom figure,
but in like the manipulative controlling, and I actually kind of appreciate that, because that honestly, that's a more fleshed out figure than we get with the supportive moms a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of the intimidation and the authority figure.
Yeah.
That is also cold and manipulative and stuff. And I thought that was kind of interesting. Not my favorite, but definitely memorable.
Yeah.
And I like the expansion to include, because I wouldn't want them as my mom.
Sure.
But those are mother figures in games.
Yeah. I think that there need to be more. I would like more mother figures in games, and I'm sure that someone's going to comment about Persona or whatever having great examples of it. But I think there need to be more.
Persona 4, the mom's gone. Like it's the dad and the kid. I never did figure out what was going on. I only got like 3 or 4 hours in Persona 4. But like the mom's gone, and the absent mom could be an entirely separate "where's the mom" topic.
Which I think part of the reason that you see an absence of mother figures in games is twofold. You either have characters that if the game is aimed towards kids, then you have like, okay, how do you put a mother into this where they're in a positive role model, but they're not overbearing and controlling you, because video games are an outlet for kids where they can do whatever they want.
Right.
And if you put a mother figure in there, they may feel like, there's complex emotions in that, other than Cooking Mama, where Cooking Mama tells you what to do.
Yeah.
But then you also have the games that are geared towards adults, and you have games like Gears of War, Call of Duty, and all these. And why do we need to talk about mothers in those? Which I agree for the most part, but at the same time, there can be some really interesting stories told there with those aspects.
There can be, but a lot of times when they try to use the mom as a part of the story, I feel like too often they fall back on using them as motivation. Like the mom in God of War, who was Kratos' wife, but she was a mom.
She was a mom.
And there's a lot of, oh, my mom died, or I killed the mom of my kids with my swords while I was burning down my own village. That old trope.
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of throwaway moms.
Well,
I would like to see a lot more moms.
Yeah, and I'd like to see ones that are like Moxie, that are more than I have kids, that's my role.
Ooh, Fallout 4. Mine was a mom.
That's true. So
I made a mom.
Yeah.
Put her in my game, and she may or may not have killed her own kid.
Nah, I don't know.
Well, it's not a spoiler,
not
because
really.
you are definitely not supposed to do what I did in my playthrough. But check out our Fallout 4 discussion on that.
You can. But no, it's true that character is a mom or a father. Mine was a mom as well, and that is a part of the character and a motivation for the character, without that being the defining characteristic. There's a lot more to your character and my character, probably, with the nuance of losing your entire life and being thrown into the future and having to deal with that, and self-realization about who you truly are and whatever. Because didn't you romance a girl in yours? Because I did.
Yes. Yeah, I romanced the hat chick.
Me too. Piper's my favorite.
Yeah.
She's cute.
We digitally banged the same chick.
Yeah, we did. I don't know what that makes.
So that's where our conversation about moms took us. But let us know in the comments what you think about moms and how uncomfortable you got toward the end of this segment.
Yeah. See you guys later.
Thanks.